Greetings and welcome to Cooking Up Advice with Dr. June, where we cook up a dish and we dish out advice. Today I am going to cook up vanilla cupcakes and I'm going to dish out how to get unstuck when you feel like you can't move forward. Join me, let's dish.
It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
So I'm going to make vanilla cupcakes, and I had to learn how to reduce the recipe and kind of play with it a little bit because I'm used to making 3-4 layer cakes. I think that I've come up with a really good recipe, and I'm going to share that with you before we start talking about moving forward in your life and not staying stuck. Okay, so all you need for the vanilla cupcakes is your basic butter, sugar, flour, eggs, and milk. So simple. You need 3/4 of a stick of butter and then 1 cup of sugar, which you're going to cream together until it becomes very smooth and creamy. And then you're going to add your eggs one at a time. Why do you add your eggs one at a time? Because that's what makes the cake light and fluffy. So let's get started. Have beaten up your eggs, add your flavoring. So this will be vanilla cupcakes, so you will need pure vanilla extract. You just need a tablespoon. I never measure, but if you would like to, you just take out a tablespoon and you put it in there and you dump it in. Now, once you dump the vanilla in, you don't have to mix right away. Take your spatula and mix up the batter with the vanilla flavoring in it. It should be really smooth and creamy. Almost like a liquid. Next, you add your flour, but here is a little trick. You need 1.5 cups of flour, but you will pour in just half of the flour mixture. Leave the other half in the cup. Then add your milk. It should still be creamy. Once you've mixed that up, add the rest of your flour and fold it in with your spatula. After folding, begin to mix again. If you have a stand mixer, you are welcome to use that. I use a hand mixer because this is a very small batter. So as you can see, it doesn't even fill up the bowl. So you don't want to have to dig from the bottom and try to scrape it up. This gives it a better batter, smoother mixture. Look at how creamy this is. Look at that. It's like stirring ice cream. And then you're ready to put it in your cupcake holders. Now that we have this nice creamy batter, we're going to put it in the cupcake holders. Don't forget to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to scoop it in our cupcake holders, stick it in the oven, and I'm going to dish out some advice. And now our cupcakes are ready after being in the oven for about 25 minutes, and just some basic vanilla frosting, confectionate sugar, butter, and a little vanilla flavoring. Add milk for whatever consistency you want. But I'm really excited to dish out this advice because I have had many people reach out to me regarding the stress of the pandemic, and they're feeling like they don't know if they can move forward. They feel stuck. So I want to offer 3 tips on how to move forward when you're feeling a little bogged down from the stress, whatever situation it may be that causes it. The first one is to realize that you are still functioning. And what do I mean by that? I simply mean that you have your wits about you to know that you want to move forward and that there is something you should do. There have been people who have fallen into a deep depression, who are not emotionally stable. But if you're able to ask that question and you're able to know that you want to move forward and that you can move forward, then you're already in a better place, in a positive place. So that's step number 1, realizing that you still have that capability. Step number 2 is writing down your goals. What is it that you want to do? Is it that you need a job and moving forward? Is it emotionally you want to move forward? Write down that goal. Write down what it is that you want to do and baby steps towards reaching that goal. Just thinking about it, just saying this is what I want to do is not going to help you. You're actually going to have to take something off that list and make some steps towards achieving that goal. And once you start doing something to achieve your goal, again, you're moving forward. You're becoming more and more unstuck. And thirdly, to me, this is a big one, and most people I feel don't do this. Celebrate the little things. Yes, there's a lot of stress going on, and there's a lot of other problems that you may be facing and that are happening in the nation today. But if you celebrate something good that has happened, then you'll be in a better place, because you're so focused on all the negative and all the stressors, which is easier many times to do. But take a moment and think about something good that has happened in your life and focus on the ability to reach that positivity again. So those are my 3 steps. And again, number 3, most important, celebrate all the good things that are happening in your life. I'm Dr. June Hall, your host for Cooking Up Advice with Dr. June. I want to give a shout out to Nicole from Tampa Housewives for the turban. Thank you so much. And I want to remind you, don't forget to subscribe and share your comments and be a part of the Aptatious Network, because Aptatious is just having those coping skills by accentuating positive thinking. We'll see you next time.
It's gonna be alright. Hold on. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.